The internet is like nothing else when it comes to communication. It allows us to see our friends and join in the fun, to take part in important family moments, to share what we care about, to see and hear those we love, instantaneously. It connects us.
I think the internet is like an extension of my brain. There's this gap between before the internet and after the internet. And after the internet, it's just like you don't have to go to the library anymore to look for answers. You just, at the click of a few buttons, you can get what you want. So it's really made my life much easier. And I use it for basically everything I do.
I'm Twitter එක follow කරන පුද්ගලයන් කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. follow කරන websites කීපයක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට මම Twitter එකට ගියත් නැතත් මගේ phone එකත් එක්ක තියෙන connection එකේ හින්දා Twitter එකේ ඒ අය update කරන අලුත් තොරතුරු හැම දෙයක්ම මට මගේ phone එක හරහා ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන්.
Increasingly we are using online social media to disseminate our research and our economic insights, because what we realized was we have a lot of very rich information and research and analysis. We want to take this out to different types of audiences. And we found that social media, online social media, was a very powerful tool.
I use my Facebook page to access information. I do access other people's blogs and stuff. But for myself, I have created a Facebook page that is just totally dedicated to a particular human rights issue in Sri Lanka. And I felt it was a really good way for once people like the page, the information from that page will come up on their Facebook pages and they'll be updated. So I thought that was a really good way to disseminate information about that particular issue.
இன்றைக்கு நாங்க எங்களுக்கு தேவையான எங்கட கருத்து எங்கள்ட்ட இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு செய்தி தகவல் அதாவது ஒரு கருத்து இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொன்னா அதை நாங்க எங்கட Facebookல ஒரு ப்ரொஃபைல் ஒன்று ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி எங்களுக்கு தேவையான மாதிரி பதிவிடலாம்.
අන්තර්ජාලයේ හින්දා මේ වේගවත් බව ලැබීමේ ප්‍රතිඵලයක් විදිහට අපිට පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ තොරතුරු අපි ලබා ගන්න පරිශන වල තොරතුරු වෙන්න පුළුවන් අර විදිහට පාරිසරික අර්බුද පිළිබඳව කඩිනමින් ලෝකවාසීන් හෝ එහෙම නැත්නම් ලංකාවාසීන් අතර හොමාරු කර ගැනීමේදී අපි මේක පාවිච්චි කරනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම ඊමේල් මාධ්‍ය හරහා අපිට මේක පාවිච්චි කරනවා ඊට අමතරව අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම විශේෂයෙන්ම වෙනත් මාධ්‍යවලට එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා ජනමාධ්‍යවලට මේ තොරතුරු ලබා දීම සඳහා ලංකාවේ වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ කියන්නේ දේශීය හෝ විදේශීය ජනමාධ්‍යවලට වේගයෙන් මේ තොරතුරු ලබා දීම සඳහාත් අපිට මේ මාධ්‍ය පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්.
Social media networks are channels of information during natural disasters and violent protests, and an effective means of mobilizing communities. 2011 was a year that saw the revolutionary power of social media in organizing for change in many countries. But the increased ability of individuals to freely publish online is causing alarm bells to ring in the minds of governments, including in Sri Lanka. Together with a growing interest in becoming visible online, they want to suppress free speech on the internet. This is worrying for all of us, not just those who work in the media. Take, for example, the case of the private television broadcasting station regulations, brought out by the government in 2008. Although defeated in court, these regulations would have further undermined independent media in Sri Lanka and posed a challenge to even bloggers. Though aimed at private television broadcasters, they included clauses that did not distinguish between IPTV and video channels on the internet, and would have undermined the freedom of expression of all users, bloggers, citizen journalists, media workers and activists.
I think we need to go back at the heart of what online social media is about. It's about openness, and it's about creating new spaces for people to express themselves and really being able to pull in viewpoints and expressions from a diverse group of people across the country, different walks of life. So we have really restricting that will reduce the value of this social media ecosystem.
I don't think that is a very progressive thing to do, and I think right now with the country on a very progressive footing, I hope nobody is actually considering doing that in Sri Lanka. And I think it would be a very counterproductive thing if it did happen.
As internet access increases, so does the network society of Sri Lanka, envisioned in the Mahimba Chintanaya. And laws and regulations that try to control access to the internet will only stand in the way of achieving this vision.